Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a close look at a fascinating coin you might find in your pocket change top 4. First up, the 1946 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny and Roosevelt daime, specifically the no mint mark Philadelphia issue, with a dark or black shade and showing lots of wear and dirt. We're going to explore its history, what makes it interesting to collectors, and most importantly, what it's worth in today's market. The Lincoln wheat penny was first issued in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, and it continued in regular circulation until 1958. The 1946 penny is part of this long-running series and was produced right after World War II. Its design features: obverse, Abraham Lincoln's portrait; reverse, two wheat ears framing the words 1 cent, hence the nickname wheat penny. The coin is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, weighs about 3.11 grams, and measures about 19 millimeters in diameter. Because of its age, more than 75 years old, it's common for surviving examples to look worn, dark, or even blackened from oxidation, dirt, and handling. If your 1946 penny doesn't have a letter under the date, no D or S, that simply tells us it was minted in Philadelphia. At that time, Philadelphia pennies didn't use a P mint mark like modern coins. In 1946, the Philadelphia Mint produced nearly 992 million of these coins, making this no mint mark variety very common. So what determines a wheat penny's value? There are three major factors. Condition: grade. A worn, dirty coin usually has much lower value than one with crisp detail and bright surfaces. Color. Collectors pay more for coins that retain original red or red-brown copper color. Dark or blackened coins are usually less desirable and sell for less. Rarity or errors. Some coins have minting errors that make them more valuable than ordinary examples, but we'll talk about that later. Value of a dirty 1946 no mint mark penny today. Host on camera holding coin. Now let's talk dollar values, what you can realistically expect your coin to be worth. Host voiceover with value graphics. For a dirty, circulated 1946 Lincoln wheat penny with no mint mark. Common circulated worn dark black shade. Typically worth about 10 cents, $1, mostly due to collector interest and copper metal value. Very worn, blackened or heavily shaded surfaces. In most cases, especially if details are faint, it's often closer to its face value to a few cents. High-end collector coins, uncommon, bright red or uncirculated. These can sell for $5 up to $20 or more, depending on grade and color. Extremely rare top-grade coins have even sold at auction for hundreds or thousands of dollars, but that's very rare and almost never for a dirty black penny. So for your dark, worn 1946 penny, in most cases, the value will be only a few cents to maybe $1 or $2 unless it has some truly exceptional feature or. There are a couple of situations where even common dates like 1946 can bring good money. White heavy checkmark minting errors, like doubling, off-center strikes or repunched mint marks. Such error coins can be worth significantly more, sometimes tens to hundreds of dollars if authenticated. Exclamation mark uncirculated red examples, coins that still retain original red copper surfaces and sharp detail, can fetch much higher prices at auction. But remember, errors and high-grade coins are rare, and your average black or dirty penny from circulation isn't usually one of them. If you want to know exactly what your coin is worth, have it authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Don't clean the coin. Cleaning often reduces value by damaging the surface. Compare with real auction sales instead of online price lists. eBay listings aren't always what collectors actually pay. At the end of the day, the 1946 Lincoln Wheat penny is a cool piece of American history. Even if your particular coin isn't worth big money, it's still a neat find, and who knows, maybe you'll spot something unusual that is a rare collectible. Next up, today we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable Lincoln Wheat pennies, the 1952 no mint mark penny with a black shade and dirty condition, and look at its surprising value in the current coin market. Quick flash of video title plus coin spinning. Pushpin topic: 1952 Lincoln Wheat penny no mint mark, black shade, dirty condition, value today in dollars. The Lincoln Wheat penny is one of the most collected coins in U.S. history. First struck in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, it continued with the distinctive wheat ears design until 1958. Show graphic, Lincoln Wheat penny timeline. The 1952 wheat penny was produced by the Philadelphia Mint, which means it has no mint mark. That's important because coins from Philadelphia often carry specific scarcity levels compared to Denver D or San Francisco's mint coins. Zoom into no mint mark on coin. So when we say 1952 no mint mark, we mean a 1952 penny from the Philadelphia Mint. Now you might be wondering, it's just a wheat penny, what makes this one so special? Great question. Let's break it down. Pushpin factors that impact value. Heavy no mint mark, Philadelphia. Heavy black color shade / tunning. Heavy dirty, circulated condition. Heavy historical significance. Heavy collector demand. Show footage of different coin shades: black, brown, red, brown. Coins can come in various shades due to age, oxidation, storage conditions, and environmental contact. A black shade often means the metal surface reacted with oxygen, creating a dark patina. Though it might look dirty, it can still attract collectors depending on rarity and eye appeal. Before we discuss value, we must talk about grading. Coin graders look at condition first, from poor PO1 to mint state MS65+. Display grading examples: PO1 G4 VG8 F12 XF40 AU50 MS60+. A dirty, heavily circulated penny normally lands around PO to VG grades. That means heavy wear, possible scratches, nicks, and no shiny surfaces. Show close-ups with arrows to warn features. Even with heavy wear, some coins can still be valuable if the date and other key features are clear. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for, the value in today's market. Money bag typical market values, approximate. Condition. Estimated value USD. Poor / dirty. 10 cents, $1. Good. $1, $3. Very good. $3, $10. Fine. $10, $20. Extremely fine. $20, $40. About uncirculated. $40, $80. Uncirculated, MS60+. $80, $200+. Display animated price bar growing. Studio host. So yes, a dirty, black shaded 1952 no mint mark penny usually sells for $1 or less to a few dollars, depending on eye appeal and buyer interest. Coins are graded and priced by how nice they look, and collectors love eye appeal. A black or dirty surface can either hurt or help value depending on whether it's natural tunning or damage. Pushpin important note. Damage like scratches, dents, or chemical stains that lowers value. But natural tunning, especially if evenly distributed, can make a coin more collectible. Show split screen, cleaned coin versus naturally toned coin. Don't wash or clean rare coins, because that alone can damage them and reduce their value. If you think you have a valuable 1952 Lincoln penny, here are your best steps. Heavy get it professionally graded. Heavy show it to a reputable coin dealer. Heavy compare recent sales on online marketplaces. Heavy take clear photos from all angles. The 1952 no mint mark Lincoln wheat penny may not be the most valuable coin in the world, but it's cherished by collectors and tells a piece of U.S. history, especially in unique black shade or heavily circulated condition. See you in the next video. Next up, the 1989 D. Roosevelt dime is a small but historically interesting United States coin that represents the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. The Roosevelt dime series was first introduced in 1946, shortly after Roosevelt's death in 1945, to honor his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, as well as his support for the March of Dimes campaign, which helped fight polio. The 1989 D dime was struck at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the small D mint mark on the coin. Like other modern Roosevelt dimes, the 1989 D version is made from a clad composition consisting of a pure copper core sandwiched between outer layers of copper nickel. This composition has been used for dimes since 1965, when the United States stopped using silver in circulating coins due to rising silver prices. On the obverse side of the 1989 D. Roosevelt dime appears the left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by the sculptor John R. Sinek, who was the chief engraver of the United States Mint at the time the design was created. Around the portrait are the inscriptions "Liberty," "In God WWII Trust," and the year 1989. The reverse side features a torch in the center representing liberty, with an olive branch symbolizing peace and an oak branch representing strength and independence. Surrounding these elements are the words United States of America, 1 dime, and EPLURIBUS UNUM. The design has remained largely unchanged for decades, making the Roosevelt dime one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. The 1989 D. Roosevelt dime was produced in very large numbers because it was intended mainly for everyday circulation. The Denver Mint struck hundreds of millions of these coins to meet the demand for small change across the country. Because of this high mintage, most 1989 D dimes found in circulation today are common and usually worth only their face value of 10 cents. However, collectors still search for high-grade examples in uncirculated condition, especially coins graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading services. In such excellent condition, a 1989 D dime can be worth several dollars, and coins with exceptional strike quality or rare mint errors can sometimes sell for even higher prices in the collector's market. Today, the 1989 D. Roosevelt dime remains an important part of modern American coin collecting. Although it is not considered extremely rare, it represents the continuation of a historic coin series that honors President Franklin D. Roosevelt and reflects the economic and artistic history of the United States Mint. For collectors, examining coins like the 1989 D dime can be exciting because even common coins may contain hidden varieties, mint errors, or high-grade specimens that increase their value. As a result, many coin enthusiasts carefully check their pocket change, hoping to discover a well-preserved Roosevelt dime that could be a valuable addition to their collection. Next up, the 1999 D. Roosevelt dime is a modern United States 10-cent coin that was struck at the United States Mint facility in Denver Mint in 1999. This coin is part of the long-running Roosevelt dime series, which first began in 1946 to honor the life and legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt was chosen for the design because of his strong leadership during difficult times and his connection with the fight against polio through the March of Dimes Foundation. The 1999 D dime carries the small D mint mark, showing that it was produced in Denver. Like other modern Roosevelt dimes, it is composed of a copper-nickel clad composition, consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel on the outer layers with a pure copper core. The coin has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters and weighs about 2.27 grams, making it one of the smallest circulating coins in the United States monetary system. The design of the coin remained consistent with earlier Roosevelt dimes. The obverse front features a left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt designed by John R. Sinek, the chief engraver of the United States Mint at the time the series began. Around the portrait are the inscriptions "Liberty," "In God WE Trust," and the date, 1999. The reverse back of the coin shows a torch in the center representing liberty, an olive branch symbolizing peace, and an oak branch symbolizing strength and independence. These elements reflect the core values of the United States and have been a defining part of the Roosevelt dime design for decades. Millions of these coins were struck for circulation in 1999, as the United States economy required a steady supply of small change for everyday transactions. In terms of value, the 1999 D. Roosevelt dime is very common because of its high mintage. Most examples found in everyday circulated condition are worth only their face value of 10 cents. However, collectors may pay a small premium for coins that are in uncirculated condition or that have exceptional mint luster and minimal marks. High-grade coins certified by professional grading companies such as Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Company can sometimes sell for a few dollars or more, especially if they reach very high mint state grades like MS67 or higher. Error coins from this year, such as off-center strikes or die errors, can also be more valuable to collectors. Overall, the 1999 D. Roosevelt dime remains an interesting modern collectible that connects everyday pocket change with the historical legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt and the continuing tradition of United States coinage. Thanks for watching and learning about rare coins. If you enjoy discovering the history and value of coins like the 1999 D. Roosevelt dime, keep exploring the fascinating world of numismatics.